Hello, welcome back once again to my channel, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys my updated brow routine. So this is like a brow tutorial, and first I'm going to be cleaning her face with the micellar water, because whatever you're doing, you need a clean canvas to start on. Yes, I know we're doing the brows, but also we don't want starting on a dirty face. And next I'm going to be priming her brows with the Pond's Oil Control Primer and the Becca primer for it to be more matte, because I want that area of her face really matte. After doing that, I'm just going to brush out, try to take out the excesses. This is from the Pond's Oil Control Primer. Then I went ahead into the Becca primer. This Becca is a very mattifying, so that's just going to give me like a very matte brows. So I'm going to use my spoolie again to like brush it out, make sure there's no excesses left there, like there's no white cast. Then I went into it with my Davis brow pencil, and I'm using the shade number 3. When I'm starting to do my brows or doing my brows generally, I make sure my pencil is as sharp as possible. I usually have like 4 to 5 different sharp pencils on my hand, so I don't go back and start sharpening the pencil repeatedly. So next I'm going to just sketch like I'm sketching under the brows. I did not overline and I did not underline. So on top of the brow, I'm just trying to create an arc. So that's just basically what I'm doing, trying to create an arc with the pencil. And when you're doing this, make sure your pencil is as sharp as possible. So this is me just getting my spoolie to just brush and also make everything even, like in one line, so I can get like the perfect space or the perfect side where I need to draw the brows. So when doing your brows, you need your spoolie very close to you. That's really important. So you just brush as you go. So this is me now filling inside the brows. I just fill inside the brows where there is no hair, because I don't want it looking really dark. So I just fill in the brows, and this Davis pencil number 3 is actually dark, so when doing this you want to be really careful. So I switched this pencil, took a very sharp pencil again, because the other one is already kind of blunt. So I just kept switching pencils just to make sure I have like a very sharp pencil. So I switched my pencil again. This is another sharp pencil I'm holding, so I'm just trying to like extend a little bit from under the brows and just fill that in with a very light stroke. So I switched my pencil again. If you guys notice, I kept switching pencils because my pencil has to be as sharp as possible to give you that natural soft stroke. So after doing that, I'm just going to brush that with a spoolie and just make it even. So what this spoolie does for me is just help me brush the brows, make it even, make it look together, and also if there's any space I need to fill in, it gives me the room to see it. So this is just me trying to, you know, make the brows really clean. So this is what the brows currently looks like without the without concealing, and I did the same thing on the other part of the brows. This is what the both brows look like without concealing. Sorry, so your brow should be as clean as possible. So to conceal, I'm using my Neighbor Beauty concealer in 049 and my Younger Beauty concealer in SMC4. The SMC4 I'm going to use to highlight. So these are the two brushes I'm using. This is a blending brush, and this is also a flat brush for my concealer. This is my favorite concealer brush. This is like the only concealer brush I own. Okay, I think I have one I just newly bought, but this I use it all the time. This flat brush just does the job for me very well. So I'm currently using the Younger Beauty SMC4 to highlight her brow bone, because that's the part where I want to be highlighted. And guys, when doing your brows or makeup in general, whatever you feel comfortable with, however you feel comfortable doing your makeup, that's how you should do it. You don't have to do it the way someone else is doing it. They can only give you tip and teach you the basic. Why I'm saying this is because of how I tinted my brush when I was trying to blend the outer corner, like the outer part of the brows. I kind of tinted my brush and let it flat, and when I start defining, I keep the brush straight again. So however works for you. So this is what I'm talking about, like tinting the brush, like making it flat and taking it from the back to the front. So whatever works for you is totally fine, guys. You don't have to do it exactly how someone else is doing it. Just get the basic and do it however you feel comfortable and how it works for you. So this is me trying to define the brows. I'm taking it very easy. I'm not rushing it. I'm not rushing it, guys, because when you rush it, you're going to mess it up. Brows is drawing. When doing your brows, this is like a proper artwork. So I go into it with my blending brush to just blend that out because I don't want my concealer drying out, because when the concealer dries out you won't be able to get that smooth easy blend. So I did the same thing on the other brows, and now I'm just, you know, basically blending the inner corner of the brows, like the beginning part of the brows, a darker shade, which is a 049, because I want a very natural looking brows. Why do I say keep saying concealer? I use like a dark shade to do that, so that is going to give me like the natural finish. So I just blend that into the SMC4, the Younger Beauty SMC4. So I'm just basically blending, guys. Blend like your life depends on it. Just make sure you blend. So on top of the brows, I'm using the dark shade, the 049, the Nuban's Beauty 049 on top of the brows. And if you notice, I'm taking it really easy, taking it line by line. I'm not going straight up, like start to finish straight up. No, I'm not doing that. I'm just taking it like bit by bit, little by little, because I don't want to mess up the brows I already have, which is clean. So guys, one great tip with doing your brows, especially when you're doing your brows first before your skin work, make sure you hold down her eyes. This is going to make the skin not to move. One great advice I'm going to give to you guys, however that works for you while doing your makeup, I think I've said that before, stick to it. I know the trend now is doing brows last, like doing it after the eyeshadow and all. I do that a lot. It works for me. But if it works for you, if doing brows first works for you, you're welcome, guys. If doing brows after skin work before eyeshadow works for you, you're welcome. You can try new things. You can see what is trending and decide to try. But if it doesn't work for you guys, just stick to what works for you. The purpose of the makeup or the end result is what matters. The end result is wanting a flawless finish, which is what really matters. Does that make sense? What really matters after all your makeup is done is the end result. It doesn't, the process don't really matter, or it doesn't even matter at all. The process of you getting there don't matter at all. So just make sure you do however that works for you. So I went to the other side of her face. I held down the beginning part of the brows because I really want to get a really guys, really clean brows. I don't want to have any part looking crooked or looking like an ostrich. Does that even make sense? So just take your time, relax, and do that, like what I'm doing here. So I just do and blend, and I step back a little bit to check if there's any part I need to touch. So this is just me basically giving the brows a finishing touches. I don't know if you noticed on top of the brows, that side was looking kind of fat, so I kind of tried to, you know, reduce it a little bit, and I went under the brows as well because I was seeing some should I say mistake or patches I need to like touch. Everything has to be on point, guys. Everything has to be very neat. So I did the same thing on the other part of the brows, and I'm just, you know, basically blending out with my blending brush. And when doing this, please take it easy. If you notice the brows, like it's well blended, the concealer is well blended, you don't want to give yourself like a double job or say, oh, when I'm doing foundation I'm going to blend it. No, don't wait for that. Do it as you go. So this is me, like I'm basically just giving the brows like a finishing touches because the brows already look really nice. So I'm just, you know, step back a little bit because when I was doing this makeup, I had like a lot of time, so I was just taking my time to do this brows, and I say, oh, since I'm taking my time to do this brows, why not I film it for you guys to see my updated brow routine, like my 2023 brow routine. And guys, this is what my brows look like. I got my spoolie and, you know, kind of brush it so it gives me that natural finish, like lifts the hairs so I can see like strokes of hairs, right? Yeah, like I can see it. So I'm just trying to, I got like a really sharp brush, sharpened pencil to do this. I'm doing in the front of the brows, so I'm just, you know, trying to like stroke it, give it like a 4-stroke, make it look like it has, well, she has hairs there rather. So this is just basically blending, and guys, this is what the brows look like, and this is just a finished look. This is how I do my brows when I'm not doing it before, like when I'm not doing it after my skin work and after my eyeshadow. So let me know in the comment section, guys, if you enjoy this video, if this video was educative. Subscribe to my channel if you're yet to. Give this video a very big thumbs up if you enjoy it, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.